Welcome to Balas's YouTube channel. So today we'll be studying about class 10 Science and Technology, chapter 2 Periodic Classification of Element, and part 2. In part 1 you have studied about Dobrynin's triad and Newland's octave. Now in part 2 we'll be studying about Mendeleev's periodic table. Before watching this video, subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon. You can see the bell icon down. Don't forget to press it. So after Newland's law of octave, Mendeleev's periodic table. So Mendeleev is a Russian scientist. His full name is Dmitry Mendeleev. He developed the periodic table of element during the period 1869 to 1872 AD. Mendeleev's periodic table is the most important step in the classification of elements. Mendeleev considered the fundamental properties of elements, namely the atomic mass, as standard. He arranged 63 elements which was known at his time. He arranged that 63 elements in an increasing order of their atomic masses. Then he transformed this into a periodic table of elements in accordance with the physical and chemical properties of these elements. Mendeleev organized the periodic table on the basis of chemical and physical properties of the elements. He considered atomic mass as the fundamental properties. He arranged all the 63 elements in an increasing order of the atomic masses. So Mendeleev's periodic law states that properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. Remember this, properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. Mendeleev organized the periodic table on the basis of chemical and physical properties of the elements. These were the molecular formula of hydrides and oxides of elements, melting points, boiling points, and densities of the elements and their hydrides and oxides. Mendeleev found that the element with similar physical and chemical properties repeat after a definite interval of time. On the basis of this finding, Mendeleev had stated this following periodic law. He made a table. You can see the table on the top. You can see the groups: group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6, group 7 and group 8, and down from top to bottom you can see a period from 1 to 12. So let me explain you this in properly. The vertical columns in the Mendeleev periodic tables are called as group. These are the vertical columns, and these vertical columns are called as group, while the horizontal rows are known as period. Here in group 1 you can see R square O, that is R2O. It is not square, it is R2O. In place of R you have to replace these elements. Let's say for example hydrogen. In place of R you replace hydrogen, it will become H2O, Li2O, Na2O, K2O. In this way you can form a group. In group 2, RO. In place of R you replace beryllium, BeO, MgO, CaO, ZnO. In group 3, R2O3. In place of R you replace this boron, B2O3, Al2O3, and so on. In group 4 there are two things given, that is RH4 and RO2. In place of R you replace C, so CH4, CO2. In place of SR you replace SI, SiH4, SiO2, and it goes on. In group 5, RH cube and R2O5. In place of R, let us replace this element N, NH3, N2O5. In place of P, PH3, P2O5. In group 6, RH2, RO3. Let us replace, but here you have to change the direction. That is, here RH2 is given, so you cannot say OH2, it is H2O, SO2, CrO2, RO3, so it will become O4, SO3, CrO3. In group 7, RH, R2O7. Let us replace this R with F. FH, actually you should bring the hydrogen first, so it will be HF, HCl. For the second one, if you replace F, R in place of F, F2O7, Cl2O7. In group 8, RO4, you replace this Fe, FeO4, CuO4, NiO4, CuO4. In this way, you have to represent the molecular formula. So the general formulas of compounds shown as R2O, R2O3, etc. in the upper part of the Mendeleev periodic tables are written as I said, that is R2O, R2O3. So let us introduce the scientist. Mendeleev was a professor in St. Petersburg University. He made separate card for every known element showing its atomic mass. He arranged the card in the accordance with the atomic masses and the properties of the elements, which resulted in the invention of the periodic table of the elements. Now let us see the merits of the Mendeleev's periodic table. Merits means the progressive. Science is progressive. There is a freedom in science to revise the old interference by using more advanced means and method of doing experiments. So these characteristics of science are clearly seen in the Mendeleev periodic table. So while applying the law that the properties of elements are the periodic function of the atomic masses to all the known elements, Mendeleev arranged with a thought that the information available till then was not final, but it could change. As a result of this, Mendeleev's periodic table demonstrated the following merits. So one by one, let us see the merits of Mendeleev's periodic table. First one, atomic mass of some elements were revised as to give them proper place in a periodic table in accordance with their properties. For example, the atomic mass of beryllium, which was 14.09, it was changed to the correct value as 9.4 and beryllium was placed before boron. Second, Mendeleev had kept vacant places in the periodic table for the elements not discovered till then. 3 of these unknown elements were given the names as Eka boron, Eka aluminium and Eka silicon for the known neighbors and their atomic masses were indicated as 44, 68 and 72. Not only this, but the properties were also predicted. Later on, these elements were discovered and named as scandium, gallium and germanium. In place of Eka boron, scandium; in place of Eka aluminium, gallium; in place of Eka silicon, germanium. The properties of these elements matched well with those predicted by the Mendeleev. Due to this success, all were convinced about the importance of Mendeleev's periodic table, and this method of classification of elements was accepted immediately. So you can see Eka boron, which was 44, later on it was discovered as scandium in the year 1879. Eka aluminum, which was 68, later on it was discovered as gallium in the year 1875. Eka silicon, which is 72, later on it was discovered as germanium in the year 1886. The third merits was there was no place reserved for the noble gas in the periodic table, that is in this Mendeleev's original periodic table. However, when noble gas such as helium, neon and argon were discovered towards the end of the 19th century, so Mendeleev created the zero group without disturbing the original periodic table, in which the noble gas were fitted very well. So these was the merits of Mendeleev's periodic table. So let us see the demerits of this Mendeleev's periodic table. The first demerit of Mendeleev's periodic table was the whole number. The whole number atomic mass of the element, that is the cobalt and the nickel, is the same. You can see the cobalt as 59 and nickel also as a 59. So the whole number atomic mass of the elements cobalt and nickel is the same. Therefore, there was an ambiguity regarding their sequence in Mendeleev's periodic table. Ambiguity means not clear or doubt. That means there is a doubt regarding this sequence. The second demerits of periodic table was isotopes. Isotopes were discovered long time after Mendeleev put forth the periodic table. As isotopes have same chemical properties but different atomic masses, a challenge was posed in placing them in the Mendeleev's periodic table. Let me explain you what we mean by an isotope. Here you can see carbon 12 and 6, carbon 13 and 6. As I have given here, isotopes have the same chemical properties. Carbon, this is also carbon, this is also carbon. The chemical properties of carbon is same, but the atomic mass is different. So a challenge was posed where to place the Mendeleev's periodic table. You can see one example, hydrogen 1, but when two hydrogens are there, you can write H2. When three hydrogen is there, it is H3, but all the threes are H, that is hydrogen. So the properties are same, but their atomic masses are different. When I consider this H2, atomic mass becomes H plus, H is 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So here 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. The atomic masses changes. But if I write carbon 12, carbon 13, where should I place these isotopes in the periodic table? So there was a confusion. Atoms having same atomic number but different mass numbers are isotope. When elements are arranged in an increasing order of atomic masses, the rise in the atomic masses does not appear to be uniform. It was not possible, therefore, to predict how many elements could be discovered between these two heavy elements. See here, at a certain places, elements having higher atomic mass has been placed before an element having a lower atomic mass. Example is given as cobalt and nickel. Cobalt is 58.93, nickel is 58.71. But here, according to the increasing atomic mass, 58.93 should be placed after nickel. That is, nickel will come first, 58.71. Cobalt will come the next. But here it is given as cobalt as the first one and nickel as the second one, because increase in atomic masses was not regular while moving from one element to another. Now let's see the fourth one, position of hydrogen. Hydrogen shows similarities with halogen group. Now halogen group, which is group 7. For example, molecular formula of hydrogen 2 is H2, while molecular formula of fluorine and chlorine are F2 and Cl2. In the same way, hydrogen shows similarity in the chemical properties with the alkali metal group 1, sodium, potassium, etc., formed with chlorine and oxygen, like sodium, chlorine, so NaCl, potassium, chlorine, KCl, sodium, oxygen, NaO. So the problem is where the hydrogen should be placed. On considering these above properties, it cannot be decided whether the correct position of hydrogen is in alkali metal, that is group 1, or the group of halogen, that is group 7. So there was a confusion. So these are the demerits of Mendeleev's periodic table. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, subscribe it.